Hey guys, today we are telling the story of how we met. Stay to the very end of the video. We're going to be sharing some pictures of our earlier years when we first met, our very first picture together, some wedding photos, things like that. So make sure you stay till the end of the video. So in 2007, I took a job to go work in Kuwait, working for a company as a private contractor, working for the U.S. Army. I was working as the occupational health nurse on base in Kuwait. And I'll let Prasanth tell
the rest.
His,
So I was
his part.
So I was in Kuwait too, while at that time we were both working for the same company. So she was in the occupational department. I was working at the gym at that time, doing training. So we have a few guys, those we work from, co-workers from Philippines. From Philippines. They are really big into Taekwondo there. So they were doing like some kicks. We have like, the gym is kind of like the biggest, like 12,000 square feet gym for the US Army, Navy and Air Force guys to come work out, and the civilians. So it's pretty big gym. So they were doing some kicks on the punching bag. So I was there and I got in it trying to show off and start kicking the bag. Got my ankle twisted, sprained. I couldn't barely walk that day after within 1 or 2 hours. Then, we got off, and that's why I had to tell my supervisor, she was asking what happened? So she said that's a work injury, and then she told me to just take off the next day. And then when I got home, worked on it, used the ace band, put some oil on it, everything is good the next day morning. So I tried to tell, called and tried to tell her okay, I'm good. I don't even have to fill out the, it's
work injury report.
Yeah, work injury report. But she insisted I have to go see the nurse at the occupational health department to clear to come back to work. So I try to get out of it as much as I can. I tried, I am good today. I don't have any issues. I don't even want to report it. But she's like, nope, you have to go. So that's how I went to see her. So she asked me what happened. I was like, it's just I was trying to show off and kick the punching bag, and I sprained my ankle. She's like, okay, so what do you do there? So I train people. So she's like, oh, do you? So she told me she used to come there, but she don't know how to use any machines or anything. She just comes and get on the treadmill.
Yeah, I'd only probably been going to the gym for a couple of weeks. Never really gone to a gym before, so I really didn't know what I was doing. Never saw him or noticed him there.
Yeah, so I asked her what time do you come? So she told me around the time that she gets off, she'll come that time. And I usually have a few clients that time, so I'd be in the floor with them. So she never seen me walking in. And if she goes to the treadmill, there is no way she can see me. Otherwise I'm at the front desk. So I'm usually not there at the front desk. I'll be with a few clients on the floor. So we never met until that time. So I told her, okay, if you want me to show you around and teach you what you can do there, just sign up for me when you get there, ask for me, and just put my name under for training. I'll glad to show you with all the exercise and train you. So that's how we really met. And then I started training her around that time. She came within the next couple of days.
Miss Aleka has joined us.
So she couldn't being left out, so she had to be here. So she came and joined us. This is Aleka.
She does not know how to play by herself.
So she joined. So
You're
she's going to be here
You're welcome.
with our stories.
So neither one of us were looking for a relationship. I was not interested in him initially. I don't think you were interested in me.
We never thought it's gonna wind up like this. Yeah, it was just a training turned into getting to know each other, turning into growing into a relationship.
So I can't remember if you gave me your phone number, if I put it in my phone number.
No, you come and sign up for me the first time, and then once I start training you, I give you my number.
Okay, so I either couldn't remember his name, I know I didn't know how to pronounce it. So the first time I went to the gym to ask for him, he wasn't at the front desk. So that made me really nervous because I couldn't remember his name. So I was hoping I would just run into you. But then I had to ask for you and I couldn't say your name.
Yeah.
So I was trying to describe what you looked like. I was like, I think his name starts with a P. And it took me forever to learn how to say your name. Like months.
It's the same, like her name is very new for me, Margaret. I don't think like in India nobody has that name. So when I first started training her, like every time when I had to tell her, hey Margaret, we can just go do this. What do you think about doing this? Or give me this 10 times. Something like it's always like Margaret, that rolling that R was kind of hard to do. So finally I was like one day,
he's like, can I call you something else?
Instead of like Margaret, it's kind of like, you know, it's really hard, like a stuck there, Margaret. So I was like, can I call you something else? So finally, I don't know how it came up like to Maggie. I just said like, what about like just short form Maggie? I'll call you Maggie. And so I trained her after that. Like we got from training and, you know, you just with one person like for an hour, we get to know each other very well. Slowly, I think the training help us get to know more and
we talked more and started learning more about each other, our families and things like that.
And Kuwait, it was like entirely different because they don't allow, I don't think like it's legal for men and women to go out in public and spend time together or live together because you have to be married. And especially the company that we worked with, they don't really support or encourage, you know, Indian American dating. Yeah, so there is a little bit different than how the employee relationship that you see in the US, it's different there.
Yeah, and so when we met, he was really the first Indian guy I had really got to know. I'd worked with some of the other Indian people, but didn't really get to know them on a personal level. So he was really the first Indian that I really took the time to get to know and learn about, and got to learn about the culture a little bit more and how they are as a people. I just wish everybody would do the same. It was definitely a different environment. And I think if you take the time to get to know each individual person as they are and not group people into and saying, oh, well, all the Indians are like this or all Americans are like this. It's just not true. You need to get to know that person. So when we first started talking about like having a relationship together, I think I had asked him, how is your family going to feel about this? Because the stories I had heard from Indians that didn't have an arranged marriage, we were told, or I was told, oh, families disown them if they don't have an arranged marriage. If their families don't approve of who they marry, they will disown them. And so that was always in the back of my mind, made me really scared, because I didn't want to separate him from his family. So I asked him, what is your family gonna think?
So when first we started about getting to know more, I told her, you can come to India and just see how different it is back home. Meet my family and how the culture is, and see if you can handle it, and then we will make a decision on what we can do after that. So that was the first thing that we decided. So she came to India, met my family, and we were able to hang out there for a week. And after that,
what did you tell them, like who I was coming?
Yeah, I told them my mom, dad, and my sister about her. She's coming, and once they met her, they all liked her, but my mom didn't really like the idea of me marrying a white girl, and how that is, they always want me to marry somebody there and settle there. She had so many thoughts about like, I'm just leaving the full Indian family there and just, you know, running away with this white girl. So she wasn't that happy about it. But my dad was very supportive from the beginning when I told him. My sister was very supportive, but within a few weeks after seeing my mom, she was like, are you sure you want to do this? That's all after. They didn't say anything when I was there. It's after I came back to Kuwait, after we had all this visit. It was after the visit. They told me all this. So I said like, yeah, I like her and I would like to marry her. And then they were really supportive after that. Wasn't really anything big, but mom was always like upset. Even right before I left India, she was very emotional. She would get upset. She felt like I'm just like moving away and she's never gonna see me, kind of feeling. She was like, she didn't like the fact like that. She feels like if you move to the US, that's it, you don't get to see them.
Yeah, she
ever.
thought he would never come home.
Yeah.
And so I remember, well, I knew going into it, Indians are typically very serious about relationships. They usually have one relationship, they get married, and that's it. They typically don't date, at least not when he grew up. They may now, but so they don't date. They marry. They find one person and marry, and then that's it.
Yeah, we can do like another topic about like love marriage and arranged marriage.
So I knew, I knew it was very serious, and I needed to be very serious as well. The environment we were in was a little bit difficult. So we kind of had to be in a secret relationship because people wouldn't really look on that very well, I think. And so we kept it pretty quiet for a while. I think a few people knew, but a lot of people were very surprised when he moved back to the US with me and we announced we were getting married. I think they were very surprised.
Yeah, we were really like, to going out to, like, you cannot just go out with a, you know, American and an Indian. That's really like noticeable. They'll notice. So I think Kuwait has a rule like you have to be like married to live together, and
yeah, they're very strict on certain rules.
And once we made our decision like to come, we started our paperwork and move along. Didn't tell anybody other than the family members.
We applied for a fiancé visa, and that was approved. And then once you get to the US, you have 90 days to get married. So we got the fiancé visa approved, and we picked our dates to move. And he went back home to India for a month. He quit his job in Kuwait, went home to visit family for about a month before we were to move back to the US. And then, what was it, in February of 2010, we moved to the US together. We left Kuwait and moved to the US together.
Yeah, landed on 26 February.
And we're gonna try and find the picture of when we first arrived in the US together and met my family for the first time at the airport. We hope you enjoy our video. Please subscribe and like and continue watching, and we'll post some pictures. Here's the Leica.
she cannot like wait to put in the video. So here she is now, our little girl.
Yeah, she's almost 7.
Say hi.
And April 9th is my birthday.
April 9th. She's got a birthday coming up, so wish her a happy birthday soon. See you guys later. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.